So you want to go ahead and quit your job. Maybe you hate your boss. Maybe you hate the routine that you're following. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys 5 steps that if you guys follow, you guys can quit your job in the next 6 months. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonathan. If you guys are brand new here, this channel is all about helping you guys go ahead and grow and start an online high-ticket business. And in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys a little story of how I was able to quit my job and able to turn my expertise and what I know and my passion into an online business that now I've been working from home for the past 4 years. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the steps so you guys can go ahead and do the same thing. Now, when it comes to, quitting your job, it's really hard, right? It's really hard and it's really scary. I remember being stuck in my desk, right? I used to work as a personal training director, so it wasn't even a 9 to 5. It was more like a 8 to 8 because I had a split shift. So I would work from 8 in the morning to 1 p.m. and then I'll work again from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So that was my schedule, and then I would have to work on Saturdays from 8 to 1. So that's kind of was the schedule that I used to follow. Now, I used to kind of love what I was doing. I started out loving what I was doing, but the routine just got to me. I would wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I had to go do this. And then I had to be there for all of this time. I would get home at 10 o'clock at night and, girlfriend would be sleeping, family would be sleeping. And I'm just drained and, I had to repeat it the same day over and over again. So now it was a fun environment. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was a fun environment working at a gym and being able to, connect with other people on a day-to-day basis. So it was a fun environment, but it was terrible that I had to split my day into 2 pretty much. Now, I can only imagine. I actually had a job that I worked in an office from 9 to 5 and I only lasted there a month because I'm like, I can't do this. I'm going crazy. I was like, I literally told myself I am going crazy, going through the same office, wearing the same, having the same routine every single day. At the gym, there was a lot more variety, so you didn't have to you didn't do the same thing every single day. Because you talk to different people all the time. But at the office, I was, really draining myself, and that really kind of affected my mental health. And I'm like, I have to figure something out. I literally had to figure something out. But I was scared. I really was scared because there's so many things online that tells, hey, you can go ahead and get rich quick. You can go ahead and do this and, be successful in the next 90 days. And that's not how things go, right? You can, if you have the knowledge, you have the expertise, and you have, a mentor to guide you along the way, maybe you go ahead and can do that. But it was not my case for me, right? At first I started with one thing and that failed tremendously, right? I bought this course and I'm like, this was just a whole bunch of scam. And then I bought another one and I'm like, okay, this taught me some skill sets. But what I learned along the way is that there's really 5 steps to go ahead and really follow and turn what your current skill sets into an online profitable business so you guys can go ahead and quit your job. And it really only takes around 6 months. Hey guys, by the way, if you guys do find this video helpful and you say, hey, I would like Jonathan to help me, actually develop this whole system, get me out of my 9 to 5 in the next 6 months, I'll go ahead and leave a link down below where you guys can actually book in a call to see if we would be a good fit to help you guys be able to get out of your 9 to 5 in the next 6 months. So I'll leave that link down below and let's get back to the video. So let's go ahead and get started with point number 1 right away. Point number 1 is turning your current knowledge, skill sets into an offer. You have to really figure out what you're passionate around. You have to figure out what your talents are. You have to figure out what opportunities there is in that marketplace. So the first thing you want to go ahead and ask yourself is, okay, what am I actually passionate about? And write these down, right? What am I passionate about? Write down. Maybe you're passionate about math. Maybe you're passionate about, baseball. Maybe you're passionate about, marketing, or maybe you're passionate about sales. Maybe that's what you're passionate about, right? Now, another thing you want to go ahead and do is make another circle and say, okay, what am I talented at? Maybe you're talented around sales, right? Maybe you're really good at sales and that's where you're talented at. Now, maybe you're talented about marketing. Maybe you're talented in baseball, or maybe you were talented in baseball, right? Maybe you're talented at, speaking to people. Maybe you're talented at, figuring out people's emotions, or maybe you're talented at, relationships. Maybe that's what you're really talented at, right? So these are all things that you just want to go ahead and write down. If you get stuck, just ask one of your friends, ask your mom, say, hey mom, hey friend, what am I actually talented at? What am I good at? And then they'll tell you, oh, you're good at this, you're good at this, you're good at this. And then you want to go ahead and write those down. And the next step is figure out, you're going to have some common denominators in both of these circles. So you're going to have your passion circle and your talent circle. And then in between, you're going to have things that are both in your passion circle and are both in your talent circle as well. So what you want to go ahead and do is grab what's in your talent circle and in your passion circle and see if they're the same thing. The ones that are the same, put it in the middle, right? Put it right below it in the middle, and that's your opportunities. So maybe you're passionate about sales, and maybe you're good at sales. So maybe you can become a sales consultant online, right? Maybe you become a sales coach, because there's so many people who struggle with sales. There's so many people who are terrified of sales. Maybe you can coach them around the way to go ahead and get over the fear of sales, and you can charge $1,000, $2,000 for that. And you already have the knowledge, you already have the expertise. So that's the first step, really figuring out what you're good at, what you're passionate on, what you're good at, and what opportunities lay in that market. Step number 2, after you figure out what you're kind of good at and what you're and your talents, you want to go ahead and really work on your mindset, right? Because this is something that's going to take a little bit of time, right? It's going to take a little bit of time to go ahead and actually develop this into an online business, and you have to put in some work. You have to be able to say, hey, I'm not going to just press one button and I'm going to become a millionaire. That's not how it works. You have to be able to go out there and really change your mindset, overcome those limiting beliefs that you may have in your mind right now that's stopping you from saying, okay, I can actually do this. You have to stop thinking and stop saying that I can't do this. This is impossible. This is a scam, right? So no, I can do this. Other people have done this. Jonathan has done this himself, and I can do this. You really want to go ahead and believe into yourself that you can do this. And it wasn't until I changed this part, right? I had already figured out what I wanted to do, which was marketing. And the funny thing is, like, I had no idea about marketing. I just knew I had an interest in it, and I knew there was a market opportunity in it. But that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into marketing, even though I had no idea how to do it. But what I had to do was change my mindset. Okay, I don't know how to do it, to, okay, how can I do it? How can I learn this? And then I started buying courses around marketing. I started buying books around marketing, and I still do all the time. I read one book a week around, right, about marketing, and I still continue educating myself about marketing, because that's where my passion is. And if I build that skill set, I know that's a lucrative skill set. For those who have no idea what to start or where to begin, just pick something that you have an interest in and go deep in it. This is the second step, right? You want to go ahead and go deep and work on your mindset and your skill sets. Because if you don't have the skill, if you don't have the mindset that you can do this, you're not going to do it. Trust me, you're really not. Step number 3 is develop your offer and your messaging. This is actually one of the most important parts. You want to go ahead and figure out who do you help, what do you help them do, and how long does it really take for you to go ahead and help that person, and then develop an offer around it. Think about where they are now, where's your ideal client now, where they want to be, and how can you help them get there. What's your vehicle of change, right? This is super important that you have to understand. You have to create a vehicle of change that will go ahead and help them get to where they want to be. You also want to go ahead, and when it comes to developing your irresistible offer, you also want to go ahead and make sure that this offer is irresistible. You want to tell them, hey, in this offer, you're going to get this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and you're going to achieve this. Always remember that people buy out of emotion, and then they justify with logic. So it's super important that your offer has the emotion behind it. And you want to go ahead and tell your stories. You think about it. You're really turning your expertise, your knowledge, and your current skill set into an online business. So I'm pretty sure you have a lot of stories, like I did with my 9-to-5 story, that you guys can go ahead and relate to. See, those are all stories that you tell, so the person that watching this video, the other person that is going to watch your videos or your content or your blog post or your podcast or whatever it is, gets to know who you are and gets them to connect with you at a deeper level. So you want to go ahead and develop your message, and you want to go ahead and develop your offer in step number 3. Step number 4 is you want to go ahead and skyrocket your audience. Why? When it comes to, just building a business online, you have to have an audience. Just in any type of business, you have to have an audience, right? Now, when it comes to a real estate, for example, a real estate agent, what does he have to do? He has to do those flyers and networking and all that stuff. He's building an audience for people who know who he is. This is the best way to go ahead and really make money online. And it's by developing an audience for people who are interested in what they have to say and what they have to offer. So for example, if I can go ahead and give you 10,000 people or 1,000 people, or maybe even 100 people who are truly interested in what you have to offer, do you think you can make a full-time income with that? Absolutely. Because let's say you're charging $1,500 for your services, for your coaching program, for your consulting services, $1,500, and 10 of those people actually say yes. 10 of those 100 people that are truly interested in you and what you have to say, the 10 of them say yes. What's going to happen? You just made $15,000 in that month out of 100 people. Obviously, I'm just rounding the numbers. It's going to take work, and you're going to have to build those 100 people, but it's 100% possible. The 4th step is really skyrocketing your audience, and skyrocketing your audience with your ideal client. Step number 5 is building out your capture page and your marketing systems. This is where a lot of people get stuck, right? They don't have the marketing system. They don't know what process to follow to go ahead and get someone to not knowing them, to knowing them, to liking them, to trusting them, to buying their product, to booking a call so they can go ahead and, you know, get the client. A lot of people have the knowledge, they have the expertise, but they struggle in this part right here. They struggle in part number 4 and part number 5, which is, you know, the skyrocketing your audience and then building out the marketing systems. So the struggle in that part. So what you want to go ahead and do in your marketing system is simply have something that you can go ahead and give away for free as a lead magnet, right? Give us something for free and then invite them to a call after that. Make it simple, make it irresistible. So for example, let's go back with the sales problem, the sales consultant. If you're into sales and you like talking about sales, what you can go ahead and do is give them away something about sales that teaches them how to close, for example. And then after that, say, hey, if you want more of this, go ahead and book in a call. I'd love to see if you qualify to, you know, join our coaching program. Guys, it's literally that simple. So guys, that's pretty much concludes this video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like. Go ahead and comment down below. Which one of these are you guys actually stuck on? Is it maybe developing and figuring out what you're good at, what your knowledge is, what your skill sets are, what your passions are? Is it really working on your mindset, that really telling yourself that you can actually do this? Is it developing your offer, your message? Is it skyrocketing your audience? Is it growing your audience that is the problem with you guys? Or is it actually building the marketing systems required to go ahead and actually scale this and be able to get clients on demand whenever you guys want? Which one is it that you guys are stuck in? I would love to help you guys down. I would love to help you guys out, and I'll leave a link down below where you guys can actually book in a call to see if we can go ahead and help you with this at a deeper level. So go ahead and book in that call. Other than that, thank you so much for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later.